Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Above the Bar podcast, where each week we belly up to the bar with a new guest, find out what they do, who they are, and what makes them great. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the Above the Bar podcast. It's your host, Sean. So if you're out there and you're wondering, well, what the hell's going on today? Why are they on here today? And I'm going to play with this screen setting a little bit to see which one I like better and see which one of these looks the best. I like the fact that I've actually shrunk all the rest of them that are on the screen with me, and we're not all equal because just so we all know, we've never been equal. Even his office is gay. Look at that. Here, we'll play with this one a little bit. But we've all decided, if you don't know, I probably should have my mic much closer to me because then I'll sound even better. After 250 years, and how many years have we been doing this one, guys? This show?
I think this is the fourth, I think.
Is this the fourth year we've done this?
God. I missed last year.
You skipped last year.
I don't think you did it last year, Murph.
I there might have been something about last year we didn't do it, but we're back all together. As you can see, the one person that we're missing is the same guy who – I just love that some shit hasn't changed. This is going to be pretty free flow, folks. If you're joining us, I'll share this around. Share it around as you go on. As you can tell, certain things have not changed. We skipped a year. Nothing has changed. The youngest of us all is still the motivator with his motivator office. Look at that shit.
Looks like a sergeant major.
Look at, doesn't it? Like
he does.
You from the drill field?
Hey, Marine, come on in here. Let me talk to you for a minute. You know,
that's actually sharp.
Thank you.
That sure looks good, guy.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
And then Mike's still over there using a jitterbug phone. Every so often, his internet goes out, like, you know, that, or he's getting some kind of notification from some Black Ops situation where he had somebody else buy him ammunition, so they didn't know that he actually was the one that bought it. He's got proxies buying for him.
Reed is the proxy.
Oh, Jason's your proxy?
Yeah. Yep.
Your shit's already been shot or spent. Sorry about your luck on that. And guess who's not here and running late?
Fucking Chappie.
Like always.
Always.
So here's how this is going to run tonight, gents. We're going to talk. We're going to tell lies. We're going to tell stories. And young Marines like Miss Orchid here, who one of us may have put her in the Marine Corps, or at least was involved. We'll tell some stories about things we've run into since we've retired. And we'll send you guys the links. If you pop on here and you want to tell your Marine Corps story, be kind of respectful of the whole thing. Pop on who you are, when you served, and what's your story. Why'd you join? Whatever you want other people to know about your Marine Corps story, and then we'll go and kind of move from there. Does that sound like a fair plan to everyone? You know, that way we keep it kind of moving tonight. But let's all kind of catch up. I got a good one for all of you that I think everybody here is going to find absolutely hilarious. Gabe, what was the last station you ran up here?
The Sitco.
Yes.
Him.
Got him.
Yeah, it was Albany, yeah.
So I was – so for those of you who don't know, I own 5 of these budget blinds now and making, you know, working for myself and all those things. I was at a kid's house the other day putting it up, and I got this whole thing about, hey, these ones have a lifetime guarantee, blah, blah, blah. We did a guy's house from back in – whose shades went in 2007, and, you know, I was Gunnery Sergeant Murphy back in. And the kid goes – it was weird because I knew he was testing me. He goes, what branch of the service were you in? Well, there's only one gunnery sergeant, so that's a stupid question. I said, Marine Corps. He goes, so was I. I was like, yeah, who were you with? So I hit him right back with it. So I hit him with the who were you with question. We go back and forth. Yeah, not only I was the MEPS liaison that sent his ass to boot camp, then we turn around and figure out that his wife knew my son, who was installing his window treatments. And he was one of your kids, Terrell. I don't remember the guy's name, but he went in like a buddy program. And I was like, he goes, man, your voice sounds familiar. He goes, I don't remember who sent me there.
I'm OT Pop.
Yeah. He goes, I don't remember who sent me. He goes, all I remember is this guy. I was going on the buddy program. I said, did the guy who sent you on the buddy program talk all kinds of smack to you about being on the buddy program? He goes, Oh yeah. I was like, yeah, that was me. And I sent the current NCOIC of Saratoga to boot camp.
Damn.
He was a 2012 kid also, out of Troy. So they're all coming back around. So how
It's
about you
crazy
there?
when you think about that. Yeah, it's like, damn.
Dude, we're old. We're
Yeah.
just all old now.
We're
How about you
past
there?
old. We're forgotten.
No, dude,
I'm okay
seriously.
with that.
Well, Dan and I
Are
were
you,
talking about
though?
that.
I
Are
am.
you really good with that, though?
I haven't changed my name.
I know, but it doesn't. When you think about all the sacrifices you made on recruiting duty, it doesn't bother you just a little bit that nobody knows. Like, so when Vank asked, "What do you want for a going away gift?" Like when you retire, I said, "Look, I know this is probably a way big ask." I said, "But I think you guys really need to do like an 8412 wall out of bricks, kind of like down in Garden
I love
City at the
that.
headquarters. They had at the bar down there in Garden City, they had all the friggin' red name tags or the gold name tags of the 8412s, and they had them on the wall." I said, "Do a brick. It'll cost you $5 to have a brick engraved." And you do the Marine's name and the years that he was in 8412 or whatever, and you do a wall, and it's something that immortalizes that 8412 so the new guys
Love
coming
that.
in can see the names. You know what I mean? And then you're not forgotten. At least your name is fucking somewhere. When you think about the man hours you put in and the stuff you
Fuck yeah.
accomplished, and nobody knows who you are, it's kind of sad that in one generation your legacy is already dead, and we're not even dead. We're still fucking alive. I
Dude,
don't know. It's sad. It bothers me. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like I definitely get what you're saying, because there are a lot of sacrifices, like you said, but the one thing that I notice is a lot of people, they thank you for your service, but really and truly after that, it's no one gives a fuck. Yeah.
they're clueless.
It's a pleasantry. It is. It's a platitude.
Yeah.
And I get it. I'm appreciative.
But are you really appreciative of it at this point there? Let's say that's a legit question. Or has it become such a, well, the Vietnam because where it comes from is after the first Gulf War was our first real conflict since Vietnam. So we had all these Vietnam vets that got treated like garbage coming back. So nobody wanted to fall into that category. So they had to be like, oh, thank you for your service. Like it became this thing like, no, you need to do that because you don't want to fall into that category anymore. So do you really look at it as like a real thing, or is it kind of like, yeah, I've heard it enough times. What did you do today to really thank someone for their service? Did you do something, or is it just words?
It's better than nothing. I mean, it's at least an acknowledgement of what side of the fence they're on, because our country's become so polarized. When you think about it, that people either love the military or hate them. They either, you know what I mean? Like the lines in the sand have been drawn across political
Who started
lines.
this bullshit conversation? This part of the conversation.
You did, motherfucker.
I did not. You did.
Segueing in. No. But the point is, if somebody's willing to say thank you for your service, then at least they're saying I'm on your team. You know what I mean? Like I don't need them to buy my lunch. It's like,
I
hey,
want my lunch buy. I want my lunch buy. Fuck that.
It's hey, I'm wearing the same colors as you. Thank you for your service. Good to go. We're on the same team. Fist bump.
I want my lunch ball. I'm completely with my
I do like,
but it was serious. Like Dan and I were talking about this. There was one guy there. He was their current RI, which they're saying he's kind of turned that whole place around from their last RI, and really made some things happen.
What RS?
Albany.
Oh, okay.
Ours Albany's got a. Let's see here. Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, look, I'm sorry I'm late, guys. My horse threw a shoe.
No, it's still an opossum.
Yeah. So they have a new
kill
RI,
themselves.
and we were talking. He was the only guy who knew anyone that we would have known. Only guy, one guy. He was like, and Dan said you were his ops chief, right?
Caldwell, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Solid. Seemed like a solid dude.
Oh, yeah, he's great. He's a good guy.
I remember I had met him when he was on his first tour when he was over in Springfield. Yeah.
And he worked for like Spears and for Fournier.
Yeah.
Remember Spears?
Oh, okay.
Surfboard
Yeah.
Spears. Oh,
Is he
we
still
just.
in?
I don't,
Ross,
shit.
old Ross.
Yeah, he's in.
Ross
Yeah, he's
Spears.
still in.
Well, listen. So I told you we would get an opportunity to let some folks pop in, say their hellos, introduce themselves, tell their Marine Corps story as I'm sitting here sharing this post to everyone. Is he back? Dude, what is it? The internet up in Plattsburgh doesn't work. You got the gerbils
I
running on
was
that
trying to
thing.
make it full screen. I couldn't make it full screen. I don't know how the
Oh
hell to
my
do that shit.
God! So to do that, a former guest of ours, a corporal in the Marine Corps, who now is working on the railroad all the live long days, and I am no longer on the railroad. I can't believe she asked me that, but she's going to pop on, give us her Marine Corps story, her time she's been in. So joining us all the way from somewhere downstate, if I can find my media assets here, somewhere far downstate, it is Miss Corporal Finkel. We'll go with Corporal.
You can call me Orchid.
How do you know this degenerate, Murphy?
I am an Amtrak train conductor, just like he used to be.
Like I used to be.
But no, I asked because on your Facebook, it still says you are presently an Amtrak train conductor. So I was like, oh, so he must still be on the railroad, like part-time, even though that doesn't exist.
Oh, God, I wish they had part-time railroad. I'd have stayed probably on the railroad if they had part-time.
You've been railroaded and had trains run on you, but
dude, because listen, all you got to do is work. Because you work one day a month and you rate the retirement. Like that's all you need is one day a month, and you keep your seniority and everything. I'd have definitely taken that.
That's crazy. That's a good gig.
It's funny because I just moved apartments and I was setting up, and I didn't realize that painting that my daughter made for me on the wall was falling. So I'm like, oh, now I know. When I get off of here, I can hang it back up.
So give us a little bit of your background there, Orchid. So when did you enlist? Where were you with? And what station did you come out of, if you remember?
I enlisted in 2004 in Bloomfield, New Jersey, because that was the closest recruiting station I believe I was in. I was originally in the Air Force and I got bored, so I switched over to the Marine Corps. It's crazy because my entire life, my mother was Army National Guard, so I always thought, oh, I'll be Army like my mom. And then I would watch her drill and I'm like, Army looks cool, but nah. And then I was going to be Navy, and because I wanted to be a marine biologist. And then I found out my ears can't actually handle being in submarines and too far underwater. So I joined the Air Force, and then I got bored, so I went to the Marine Corps.
You settled on studying the biology of Marines.
Yes, exactly.
Outside of marine biology. There you go.
Exactly what it was. And it was also like my mom, even with being in the Army, she like cried because she didn't want me to be in the Marine Corps because, you know, she heard all the stories. And she's worked with some Marines and she's told me some horror stories. And I'm like, that just sounds fun to me. So normally I'm not so like gung-ho putting corporal out there, but I actually put corporal because it took, God, what's 2025 minus 2008?
Well, come on, math geniuses. That would be minus 2008.
17 years?
Yeah, it took 17 years for the Marine Corps to finally send me a letter saying that they recognize me as an actual Corporal E4 in the Marine Corps.
I thought you were going to say you got your welcome aboard letter.
Right, to get that welcome aboard package. Still had the VHS. Still had the VHS in it too.
I had the score. I had the score for it. I did everything I was supposed to do, but I got out and they were like, "You're getting out as a lance corporal." And I'm like, "Well, that's not fair. I'm like, everything on my chart says I'm a corporal." So I sent that to headquarters and I was like, "I don't think it's right that I'm still a lance corporal on everything." So they finally made me a corporal.
After 17 years.
17 years. My daughter's in college now.
It's a shame you can't get like back pay on that.
I think you need to work on your cutting score.
I joined because I knew I was going to join the military, some form of the military, and when I was I volunteered to go to, I believe we were in Iraq at the time with the unit I was part of. But then at the time, me and my husband, we just got married and I found out I was pregnant. So they didn't send me. So I stayed as a, what's that called? Background crew, where you're just doing everything, like sending things out for
In the rear with the gear.
deployed. Yes, all that stuff. And I ended up getting a medal for it, so that was cool. And then I got really, really sick while I was in, so I couldn't stay. I wanted to be a lifer, so I, broke my heart that I couldn't stay in the Marine Corps. But I got sick. I drank the water at Camp Lejeune.
Holy shit.
No, listen, that's a whole story in and of itself, that load of bullshit with that date. Oh,
Yeah.
After 1988, we fixed it all. It's fine. I've got every single symptom of that water, and I watched them cut fountains off and tell us, like, yeah, you can't drink out of this anymore. It's contaminated. And then go, well, where are we supposed to drink out of? Just go to the sink right there in the bathroom. Was it different pipes? That's different pipes somehow. Yeah. All that stuff. So what is your biggest takeaway there, Orchid, from all your time in the Marine Corps, from being in that unit? Something that if somebody was out there was like, hey, I'm looking to join the Marine Corps, or know somebody that's looking to join the Marine Corps, what's your biggest takeaway you could give to them?
Do embassy duty, because I was a teacher at the time it was Marine Corps Security. It was MSG Battalion when I was working there, and then it became Marine Corps Embassy Security Command. Now it's Marine Corps Embassy Security Group. So that's how old I feel, that they've changed the name 3 times. But yeah, becoming an embassy guard, you get to travel more, you get paid, and then if you end up in a really great place, you end up with hazardous pay on top of that. So, I really enjoyed teaching them and then hearing their stories when they came back. So that was one of my favorite duty stations, was Quantico.
Q-Town.
Quantico's nice.
Yeah.
I think we all ended up there at least once.
On a podcast.
and then now our trains, I didn't even know the Amtrak trains passed through there until one
they
day
stop there. They don't
Yeah.
just pass through there. They stop there. It's
They
like
stop,
a weird,
yeah, it's an actual stop.
like it's a weird one. Like there's a stop in Q-Town that you can get off the train in a private town, and maybe we're telling
On
a secret.
base.
It's not
On
a
a
train. It's a
military
Trojan
base.
horse.
That's what I always said. Like, dude, how is it?
Like,
only in the Marine Corps, right? Where they have a train that allows civilians to just step off of a train willy-nilly going into the town.
Like,
right?
there's no guards there. There's nobody checking ID there.
Nothing.
It's like, hey, have a nice day. Yeah, that's once. Well, look, folks, Orchid, I appreciate you popping on, talking to us, giving us your story. Make sure everybody checks out Various Orchid. She's got everything from poems, books. I think I thought I had How to Be a Conductor book sitting here somewhere. I figured someday I'd go get a real job after all this stuff was over with. She's written books on all of it. She's been a guest on the show. So make sure you give her a like, share, follow, all those things. Since we're not all signing off, but this will be your final word. Orchid, what's your final word for tonight?
Speaking of books, I'm currently working on 2. One is a story, the one I told you about before, where it's short stories. And the other one is about my spinal surgery that I recently had in May, that I am currently recovering from getting hurt on an Amtrak train while on duty. So,
on duty at that. Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I have a new metal disc. I thought I would get one in the military, to be honest.
Listen, you guys laugh. That's union work. If you won't get hurt, like, you better limp your ass all the way in and get over that gate.
You need to own that railroad. It should be called like Finkel fucking Railroad here.
Finkel in the fine line.
Like for the Orchid Express, right?
The
Orchid
Express.
You can get your own. You can get your own train.
Well, we have our own motors. Did you see the Crayola motors?
Are you serious? No, I did not.
I said that was specifically made for Marines, since we're crayon eaters. They have a yellow
Someday,
Crayola
listen,
motor, and then they have the Crayola box motor.
Orchid, you're sitting with 5 old farts that I don't think any of us ever knew this Crayola thing when we were in. I know I never saw it.
I knew it.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's because you did it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he was laughing the hardest, so I knew that he knew it. I knew he knew about the crayons. So.
But where does it come from? Like nobody
Being
can
a
tell me.
crayon eater, it's like being a simpleton. It's the whole jar
because we're so stupid. We're eating crayons. So.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I never, like, it came out.
I never bought that. It was more paint chips when I was growing up.
That's right.
And that's how we end up the way we are. Follow me, guys. I also, real quick, I made some gift bags for veterans for tomorrow. So if anybody wants one, I would be happy to mail one to you guys. I'm a pen person. I am always handing out pens because everybody can use a pen, but it has a bunch of goodies in there. If you're interested, just send me a message directly.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
They can drop it in there.
Have a good Veterans Day tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
You too.
Happy birthday, guys.
Thank you, Orga. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Bye.
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 I'm telling you, the crayon eater thing always.
That's new to you?
It's not that it's new to me. It's just I remember. I mean, brothers, remember I got out in 14. I don't remember when the rest of you guys got out.
15.
But,
I got out a year after you. It's just a common pejorative, like
but
on social media.
It is now,
like,
but it wasn't when we were in. It wasn't a thing.
No, it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't.
I don't think I heard about it until like 2021.
Right. It was after we got out that people were like, crayon eaters. We're like, fuck it, I'll own that.
I never cared.
It's not a matter of care. It's just I didn't know where it came from.
Like if that's the best you got, well, fine. I eat crayon. I don't give a fuck. Like I've heard a lot worse.
And I gotta throw a real funny right here. So before the show, I had every intention. I was like, I'm gonna throw on some like Marine Corps gear. Like I gotta have a T-shirt or something. I own nothing. As I sit here and look at Gay, like Sergeant Major Gay over here, with the T-shirt and the guidons, like full blown. And I'm like, I mean, I do have, and I'll explain this other one to you guys later. I do have all that. Gay.
Well, there's your I love me wall. All right.
Well, Gay. Listen, Gay and Murph were the ones that showed up and helped and gave that to me and everything. We all went to a bar and we did that. And I'll tell you about that box after the show is over with. That is for private ears only. That's what's over there. So we won't talk about that. But so what else is, I mean, other than the fact, so Gay, you're the only one that left New York.
Yeah. Yep. I'm down here in South Carolina, right outside of Columbia in Lexington. If you look at the map, you'll see a big ass lake about 5 miles south of that. So
smart.
Yeah. Everything's been good here. Y'all's weather is like some weird shit.
When did you get out, Gay?
September of 22 was my retirement, or August 31st, 22. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think it was like a year before Dan, or a couple of months before you, or something like that.
A couple months. I was 22.
Yeah. Oh, were you? Oh,
22.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought you were in the teens with me, Dan.
No, sir.
Wow.
Nah, he and I, we got fucked over at the same
I got
time.
out the year after you did.
I knew I was the first one to run away.
Yeah.
Now
God bless Jason Reed for teaching, talking sense into me. He said, you know what? I'm going to get out at 20 because every day I work past 20, I worked for half pay because they would have given me the other half for free. And it was one of those pearls of wisdom. I'm like, motherfucker, that really resonates.
Well, I got to tell you this one real quick. So I just got a message from Ken Oliver. For those of you remember, Staff Sergeant Oliver.
Yep.
He was
there
too.
He was there.
So he just sent me a message. I remember when Beecher filed for some Liberty Plan before a 96 or something for transportation. He wrote Millennium Falcon. Milburn was not impressed.
I do remember that. Mode of transportation. I'm going like a couple cities away. What do you think I'm doing? Helicopter.
Falcon.
Milburn may catch syphilis in his teeth.
And who was the original owner of the Millennium Falcon? Lando Calrissian.
Lando. Yep.
Fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
The only one that predates you with the Star Wars stuff is Schmeltz, who I had to go down and prepare for an SRI, and Gordy Elwell said, go down and make sure he's fucking squared away for this SRI because it was a district SRI. And Schmeltz was a staff NCYC out in Glens Falls. So I go down to open up his volume 1, and he had thrown away all the innards of the volume 1 and replaced it with Star Wars memorabilia. And I'm like, what the fuck is your volume 1? He's like, I don't need that shit. He had Star Wars memorabilia in the binder. Volume 1.
Shit.
That's just something in a comedy. like The Office. That's just something you would see in The Office.
It really is The Office. You can't get away with that shit today. This is just.
Oh no.
We lived in a good time. I mean, as hard as it was when we grew up, we lived in a different time because the shit you could get away with back then was just so much different than today.
I tell the kicker story all the time, Mike. I tell the kid with the 2 different size calves. We've talked about that on here before. I tell that story. I tell that story all the time to people. Tell that story.
Sticker? He said.
Well, tell him why.
The kid commits. And Drake does the interview. The kid's like, yeah, and we set the action plan. And the kid's going to walk out to leave. And it's summertime, so the kid's in shorts. And as the kid's walking out, Gunny Drake sees that the kid's got 2 different size calf muscles, like obviously. And he goes, hey, come back here. He says, why the fuck are your calf muscles different size? And the kid says, well, I was born with clubfoot. So they did surgery. They took the muscle from my right calf and they put it in my foot to repair it, but you couldn't see the scar at all. Like there was no scar. He just legitimately, he was like a fucking fiddler crab of the calf. Like he had 1 big calf, 1 small calf. Drake goes, all right, bro. Because Drake was the old Italian. Here's what you're going to say, okay? He says, when the doc asks, well, you got 1 calf that's much bigger than the other, you're going to say your whole life, all your dad wanted for you was for you to be an NFL place kicker. So he had you train that other leg every day. So your muscle is this much bigger. And that kid fucking is in the Marine Corps somewhere from that lot. The shit that we got away with.
So I want you guys to think about something. So I know, Mike, you were talking about, hey, we won't be remembered this, that, and the other, but I want all of us to think about something. And I put this together the other day. So I spent 3 years in Albany, or 3 years in Harrisburg, then another 3 years in Harrisburg, and then 2009 I came up to Albany. ARI, Ops Chief, MEPS Liaison. I can comfortably say that there is somewhere around, I'd say 4,000 to 6,000 Marines that probably in some way, shape, or form have my name on their enlistment packages. Yeah. Comfortably. If you think about what's sitting in this space right now, some of you guys were RIs.
Probably would have been a lot more if you weren't such an asshole at MEPS.
Hey, listen. Just because your kids had nothing but garbage mouth and told everything, and you couldn't breathe, don't blame me.
No, mine didn't. You didn't get mine. I got yours.
I got yours easy. That was easy. Hey, man, when was the last time you smoked weed? Oh, how'd you know? Listen, man, just know. It says here 3 times. Is there a missing 0 off of here? Yeah, how'd you know? Look, man, there's mistakes all the time on paperwork. Go ahead, sign that and go tell Doc. So
yeah, you were the biggest ass.
I was, but you know what? I took a MEPS from, and I'm proud to say this one, I took that MEPS from last in ERR, the worst in ERR. And Terrell L will tell you, we took that bitch from last to anywhere from first to top 3 steadily every single month.
Crushing it. Yeah.
Only thing I did different was when you guys made a mistake, I put it in an email and sent it to God and everyone. That's the only thing I did different, and I wasn't going to do your
because your metric was erroneous enlistments, so it fucking ended up biting us in the ass, and we worked against
it. But you know who I learned that from?
That's just the nature of the beast,
Do you remember DeBose? Corcel DeBose?
Yeah.
That's who I got that from, because Corcel would call me at 5 o'clock in the morning as I'm getting ready to go to work and be like, hey, Murph, what you doing? Nothing, my son. You're getting ready to go to work. Your kid ain't depping today. I'd be like, why, my son? Come on. His 1911 looked like shit. Did you even look at this? I did. Come on. Bro, I would make it from my house 45 minutes down the road to my station and then back out to bring a 1911 just so he would process that kid. Because he would
See, when we had a kid on deck, I was there in the morning because I fucking knew it was going to be dicked up. So Hutch, I'm like, I'm here. I'm down in the cafeteria. When something is fucked up, just call me and I'm going to come up and fix it immediately. You know what I mean?
How's Hutch
Like, I
doing?
don't
Has
want to
anybody
make any.
talked? How's
Yeah.
he doing?
Yeah. I spoke to him a few months ago. I mean, I don't know how the cancer treatment's going. God bless him. I hope his health is good. He was good when I went out and saw and drank with him last. I had won at an ice fishing contest. I had won a smoker. I didn't even show up to the ice fishing contest, but I registered for the thing. They canceled it because the ice was thin. And then I got an email and they're like, "Hey, you won the grand prize." I'm like, "For what?" They're like, "You won it was like a $400 smoker," and Hutch is into that shit. So I'm like, "Hey, I got this thing sitting out there. You want it?" I brought it over his house. We had a bunch of drinks and shit. So he's good. He's good. I mean, he ain't as thin as he was, but yeah, fuck. I mean, he for his health, I'm glad to see he's on this side of the dirt. That's all I'll say.
Well, you guys had some wild folks up in Albany before I got there. I mean, you know, Bruce Wayne,
French,
dealing with that guy. You had Hutch. You've talked about Drake before. I mean, you guys had some wild folks that even out of, I came out of Harrisburg. We dealt with guys like Baker. I hope he gets an ingrown toenail. We got with guys like that, and
he's got
most of ours were pretty tame.
Ain't he?
We were. Oh, yeah, he's like NTT. Once he could run, he ran. But we had guys like our guys were tame. We had like Master Sergeant Kelly. We had Shibe. We had Vanko. Me. Reed did come from out there, but you guys had some wild, out of the control, hidden in the woods, like I don't even know how to explain them. Like I've heard stories from you guys. I mean, statute of limitations is up, gents. What do you got? Statute of limitations is up. Dan ain't saying shit.
Funny.
The craziest thing is how many Marines beat drug tests, failed on a piss test. Like Gilker. Go ahead, Dan. You can tell the Gilkerson story. You know him just as well as I do. Fucking
no. I just want to talk about etiquette. We talk about rules and everything, and how wild people are. And I tell my boys, like when they're in soccer and everything, that if you lose, it's because they got the best of you. And it doesn't matter if they shove you, they push you, I run all over you. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you got to do your job, because the only thing people remember is the winner.
I don't have any motivational. I got to find something.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. That's right.
You got to be able to relate.
I needed something for that, Dan. That was motivational.
That's
like
the
anything
whole
good.
Glenn Ross, when you watch the video, and I had a Marine at par training be like, "I hate that fucking movie," and I'm like, out of curiosity, which character in the opening of Glenn Ross did you relate to most? And they're like, Ed Harris or something. And I'm like, well, that's why you fucking hated it. You're supposed to relate to Al Pacino. You're supposed to relate to Alec Baldwin, one of the winners. You related to the fucking loser. You know what I mean? No shit, you hate it.
Glengarry Glen Ross.
It's all about perspective.
And then they complain about why they didn't get that sale. Oh well, stay in the office then, dude.
Well,
go home and tell your wife your troubles.
Coffee's for closers. Come on now. Yeah. You got to make that happen every day. Listen, folks, if you're out there, you're watching and you're wondering about all the lies that we're telling, and you want to tell yours and you're retired Marine, please go ahead and drop me a message here. I'll send you out the link. You get a chance. Hop on, talk live to us. We're celebrating the 250th birthday. We try to do this each year. We thought, I think Dan was the only one who had a legitimate excuse to why he couldn't make it to the ball this past Saturday that I went to.
Never make excuses.
No, you had a legitimate one though. You were with your children, being a good quality father that the rest of us wish we could be, that we're not, other than Bill, because I thought I had a lot of children. He's beaten me senseless with that. What are you up to now, Bill? 17, 18 kids? How many we had to?
We got 10.
Told you, he's got me beat. I had 8, and he got me beat.
Wow. I thought he was about to break out a picture and count for a second.
Listen, that's fair enough. But the real move is, can you name them all?
It's hard some days.
And the answer is no.
How many kids do you have?
Me or him?
We got 10. We've adopted 5.
Oh, good for you.
I'm telling you, he's headed towards sainthood.
The little one is 16 months old.
My kids were adopted too, and you know what? I don't miss them.
That was good.
Sorry, I'm kidding. I kid.
Oh, that's so great.
10. You didn't learn your fucking lesson. That's all that tells me.
No.
I just feel like I have problems pulling out of the driveway, let alone. So.
Shit, my oldest just got his driver's license. So I don't know how old yours are, but that's wait till you get to that age.
They're 1 to 31.
31?
8 to 32. I'm 8 to 32.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You got to keep in mind, like mine are April
We're
had
getting
4.
Old, guys.
April had 4. I had 3, and then we went half on 1, like the song says.
Half.
Wow.
How many you got now, Terrell?
I got 3. We're done.
It doesn't even make sense, does it?
Like I thought about getting into foster care and everything, but I don't think I can start with a child. I'll have to go with like a toddler, like.
Listen, when my wife told me at age 40, she goes, "Hey, we need to talk," and I went, "About what?" I was getting ready to get on a train. I went, "About what?" She goes, "It's nothing bad." I said, "You're pregnant." She goes, "How do you know?" I said, "Because there's 2 conversations that start with we need to talk. Either you're leaving or you're pregnant." I said, "There's no other conversations in between there."
I didn't know you had a kid at 40.
Yeah, that's the youngest one.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I thought because my next one is the same because yours is same age as mine, 2011. Because mine's 9/11. What was yours?
I had a 2014 as my youngest, and then I'm sorry, no. Yeah, 2014. My youngest is 11 right now. And then my oldest just turned 16. Oh, 16.
Yeah, so he's 2011.
Yeah. Fucking, he just got his license last week, and it is scary times when he's on the road. Tell you what, and getting insurance, holy shit. Well, you guys know, you've been through there before.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Thank God for USAA, I guess.
It was definitely a stalker. It was like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's a saving grace. Well, yours are all in college now, aren't they, Terrell?
My son's in college. My oldest daughter, she's done with college. And then my daughter's a junior this year. So we're working.
Wow.
She's on the showcase tour and everything like that,
What's that?
We're trying to play. She's playing softball and everything like that competitively. So.
And Dan, you got the boys. They're what, 11 and 9 or something like that?
6 and 7.
No, I thought they were older than
6,
that.
7. No, you guys.
Oh God!
No, they're 9 and 10. They're 9 and 10.
All right, I was about to say, yeah.
They're 9 and 10.
That 6-7 thing makes no sense.
They're Win Chum masters at this point.
Yeah, there's something.
They're actually sneaking into school, shadowing. Here's my homework.
No, they're good. They're good. Everybody's good.
So the funny thing is, I asked my son, I said, "Hey, you're about to start getting calls from recruiters. I want to know how they contact you to begin with, because I know damn well TCing has got to be a dead art because kids got cell phones now. They didn't have that shit when we had lists. That shit was all home phones.
Yeah, no.
So I've been wondering, like, and Dan's probably, I'm wondering how this shit has changed since we've been in. Like, how are recruiters? What is their predominant activity now? So I said, as soon as a recruiter contacts you, let me know. Is it through Facebook? Is it through TikTok, Instagram? What is it?
They were starting to do some social media when Gay and I transferred out.
Yeah.
When we transitioned out, they were starting to do more social media. So I'm sure
that's got to be the 100% now. I mean, like, what the fuck else is there? How do you get a kid's cell phone?
I know the recruiters up here are all social media. They're all Facebook.
Yeah. So they're still dialing down here. I had 2 reach out to my son, and I pulled like a red hatter out of my ass and everything. Just started stealing their time, trying to coach them over the phone. on how to recruit. One was what you call it, in the Army, and the other one was a Marine. You know, neither one of them knew me because I had already parted ways at that point. So, yeah. I think we stayed on the phone for
I'll let the recruiter come in and sit down.
Just coaching.
Oh, that's so great.
Dude, I would just say I know how to qualify him and I know how to DQ him. So, you know, it's not.
Do you pull your own tags out? If the Marine recruiter shows up, do you pull your own tags out and say,
they did away with them? I heard they did away with benefit tags.
Really?
No, they still got them.
They do? Somebody told me they had done away with benefit tags. Not too long.
Probably just don't use them, but
they have them. They just don't take them out. I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
I was just talking to somebody about this the other day because of the blue set that you guys got me. I got all my tags in there. Was it you, Mike, that used to do the presentation where you would have them line all the tags up and pull the middle one out? Was that you?
No, he did the
no.
Somebody used to do one where they would go like, "Hey, I want you to line all 11 tags up," and then they would just pull the center tag out and just talk about that center tag because their whole theory was that's the real need behind the need that the kid wants, and he's burying it because all the other stuff sounds better to them.
No, that one wasn't me.
That wasn't you? Because that sounds like some voodoo shit that you would do.
Sounds like some fucked up shit. I'm going to be honest.
I was like, that's like mediocrity to me. Like, what the fuck even having the kid prioritize?
I'm going to come up with some bullshit, and I was an unsuccessful recruiter.
So I remember somebody do it. Well, real quick, my aunt Linda just popped up. She was a female Marine back during the Vietnam era, and she would tell. Well, nice. But she will tell you she never shot a rifle. They taught her how to put her makeup on, and then she took jobs like Gay's doing admin, and went to the Pentagon. That you caught that right?
Yeah, no offense to you, Gay. Like
100%, I'm coming after you because I love that kid. Because I still remember him sitting at the desk next to the Captain Ryder, like, "Hey, got this waiver in." I still remember those days. But no, my aunt.
I'm thinking more like Chief Warrant Officer Mayfield as a corporal. Gay.
Yeah,
is how I remember him.
With Hanrahan, yep.
Fuck Hanrahan, right in his fucking poopy ass. Get that bitch on here right now.
He's over there on the counter.
I hope he huffs gasoline one day.
It's bad, but
I hope that bitch stubs his toe hard.
Like he's one of the only people I had to remove from my Facebook page was Hanrahan.
Really?
Yeah, because during the 2018, whatever the first time that Trump ran, not getting into politics, but somebody from my family, like I had posted something, he started like bad mouthing whatever I posted, and somebody from my family made a comment like, and he started like coming at him, and I was like, hey, like we don't know each other like that. I knew you, but we don't know each other like that. Let's back off for a minute. And he came at it. I was like, hey man, you have a beautiful rest of your day and enjoy. And let me move on. Like he was that guy.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like I was like, we're not gonna have this. I'm not gonna have a childish telephone fight with somebody. Like that's not how we do this. But yeah, he was a wild dude, man. Like he used to tell those stories about. So I trained Iraqi police. Yeah, tell me how that worked out for you.
Yeah.
Oh, so what else has been going on in everybody else's life?
Shit, I'm down here just recruiting. That's about it.
Bro, I get a message from you like every day off of LinkedIn. You know that?
Who, me?
Yeah, my LinkedIn fires off at least once a day. Like Terrell Gay posted that there's a job for a underwater basket weaver within the confines of squirrel rustling. They're looking to pay $1 million a year, and all you need to do is be able to actually breathe. And
wait, you're recruiting now? Like who are you recruiting for, Terrell?
Doctors, nurse practitioners, physician assistants. Yeah.
I thought you were working for the college.
I play a doctor in the privacy of my home.
Yeah, I was working for Southern New Hampshire University at one point, and that wasn't it. No.
So now you're a recruiter.
The culture wasn't right. Yeah. So now I'm recruiting for the Medical University of South Carolina.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's talk about that. I know I gave my hand at recruiting in the civilian side. Obviously Bill's doing the same thing. Did anybody? Terrell's doing it. Did you give it a shot at all, Mike, or you're like, nah, I'm done?
I didn't know. I don't know if you guys remember me saying I will not get into sales when I retire, and I didn't. I've stuck with the bees. When
But
I
that's still
retired,
sales. You're still selling.
I'm not,
Everybody's
because I
a
have a
salesman.
website. People call me and they already have an issue, and it's like, I need you to come in and take care of these fucking bees.
Are you
But
still going
that's
to
the
Long
same,
Island?
I'd rather
that's
get
the
I'd
same
rather
thing
get
we're
stung by
doing.
bees than deal with people. At least I know what to expect from bees. You know what I
But
mean? Like,
it's the same. I feel like it's the same thing because people contact me, they send me an email, and they already got an issue.
yeah.
They're either unemployed, they don't like the circumstances, so they contact me and we work it out.
You can tell it however you want to, Gabe. We're still selling, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Who are
And
you
we're
working
still
for,
closing.
Chappie? Who are you working for now?
Same place.
A baby.
ETS.
A baby.
That's a Nate. Oh,
A
okay.
baby.
All right. You guys
A
work for
little
the same.
baby. Little baby boy.
Hey,
I
I
have
like
children.
them. They take
I have
good care of
children.
me.
I have children older than his boss.
They take good care of me. They pay me well. I'm a happy man.
Yeah,
Is that right?
I have children older than his boss.
My question is, do you get to work from home?
If I want to.
That's all.
If I
See,
want to.
This is my
Since
office
when?
right here for
Since
work.
when? Since when?
If I tell them I'm gonna work from home tomorrow, they're good with that. They don't bother me.
Oh, because he's still in Florida.
Nah, he's back here.
I have bitter feelings against his boss.
He actually just took over as the CEO.
I have bitter feelings against his boss, and that's a whole story outside
how
of
do
the
you
show
know
that
his
I would.
boss?
I
We're
work
gonna
there.
leave this. We're gonna leave
So
this
you
one
used to
alone
work for
because
that same
I work
company?
there and I'm happy.
I
Oh,
work
you've been there
there.
that whole time. Good for you. That's awesome.
I've been there for
Great.
9 years.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
he called me up and was like, "Hey man," and God's honest truth, if it wasn't for COVID, I'd probably still be on the railroad. But Bill called me up. He goes, "You looking for work?" I said, "No, but I'm listening." And it was a good deal, but it just, honest the truth, I just harassed the guy. But what ended up happening is there was a bad apple. One of those guys, like we all know somebody who was like this, who tried to say things were going on that weren't going on. And Bill had somebody like that in his life. We've all had that person. Somebody ended up at district because of that. Somebody else ended up in the different stations because of all these things. And I had one over there. And then after I left, the truth came out, and they were like, "Damn, ain't this some bullshit? We probably should have listened to the guy."
You did great things for us, man. You built a good company down there, so we're happy. Ain't nobody got anything
I
bad
know
to say
that.
about you.
Well, it's
I
been
wish
corrected.
your ass would have stayed. We had a lot more money to make.
Nah, I make it all on my own. I own 5 of my own companies now.
You
Put
do?
those
You
blinds
in
up,
window
brother.
blinds? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I own 5 budget blinds franchises.
That's awesome.
Why
Good for you,
why
man.
not just one that's in 5 different locations? Like, what's the advantage of doing 5 separate entities?
So they're
No,
not
honest
5.
question.
Yeah,
Like,
no, so it's the way the companies put it together. So each territory is its own
you have to
individual
pay
thing.
the franchise for
Exactly, but you sit
a
up under,
territory.
but it
Okay.
all sits under one company umbrella. Which my wife laughed at me when I named my company. I named it after my children, Sean, Tyler, Dylan, and Lucas. And then my wife goes, "You named the company STDL, huh?" And it didn't dawn on me at the time. I was just like, "These are my kids." And then she
STD.
goes, "Yep, STD." She goes, "Really?" I was like, "I think they call it STV now, sexually transmitted virus. So I think I'm okay." But yeah, no, it was. They're still good people. But Dan is my counselor when I have problems. I call Dan and I go, "Dan, how jacked up am I? Let's talk about stuff." Still reading sales books, and Dan goes, "Yeah, I've read that one," or "No, nope, never read that one."
What is Dan doing nowadays?
Squirrel rustling.
I'm here. I'm selling real estate. I work with Howard Hanna.
Oh, so you do the same shit you were doing while you were in the Marine Corps.
That's right, man. I do that.
If you're good, you're good.
Looking at, expanding our portfolio, working on getting the next place once I
Good
find
for
that
you.
right deal that comes along. And eventually I'm going to be transitioning out of the real estate and starting to train in sales. So I have some agents that have been asking. So we're looking at putting something together. There's a big need right now that I can fill with the amount of agents that are looking for sales training. So I'm excited about getting something cooked up on that. I already have a whole I already have the whole sales course built. I already did the videos for it. I have cheat sheets. Thank you, AI. You know, and kind of change the verbiage of other things, you know, because we don't want plagiarism. So.
Do you know what the deal is with them? Have you heard about what happened to Achieve Global?
No.
So I just learned this like maybe a week or two ago. So because I reached out to Father McCahey, and he's still around here in the capital region, and I was like, hey, I need your help with some sales training stuff. And I was like, you still have access? He goes, yeah. You know, after I got my cease and desist letter, I talked to the guy. So Achieve Global went under, and some guy came in and bought the system. So he owns the right to the system and then licenses it out to other people so that they can do the training in it. But he doesn't. The way it sounds like is the guy doesn't do any training himself. He just physically, because there was enough people over the years that did the system that they were training in it. So he just licensed them to still continue to do the training. So you can get it. They still consider it as PSS. The Marine Corps, how they didn't get charged with plagiarism is beyond my understanding with MC3.
Oh, it's the wording. Like the wording is so crazy. Like you have to get used to it because I remember initially I was like, "What the hell is this?"
I fucking loathe MC3. Yeah. When that shit came out and I heard about it, I was like, "That's the most retarded fucking thing I've ever heard in my life."
It took some time, like getting used to, like some serious time, like to the point. Whereas, I think the only reason why I was able to memorize it was because I had to teach it. If I didn't have to teach it, and I was just a camera recruiter, I would have been like, "Oh, PSS, it is."
Dude, I tried to sit in on a couple of those classes when Steve was teaching it, and like, well, maybe I'll pick up on it. You know, I'll maybe this was before I dropped my Appendix J. I tried to stick around and listen to it, and I was like, "No, and I kept wanting to say, "No, you're saying that wrong."
Yeah,
no, you're saying that wrong. But now when my design consultants are riding around with me, I'm like, "Hey, man, it's wild. Like, hey, man, do you know what a bridging statement is?" No, I don't. I've never heard that term. All right, well, let me teach you what a bridging statement. Like I'm teaching it just like we did back in the day, and it still works. I mean, it's still. Does anybody? I know I use it all the time still in what I do. Are any of you using it? I mean, Mike, you're using it. You don't even realize it. I'm not even listening to you.
I use it.
Honestly, that's been my whole
I
success.
still use it.
Like I think that's contributed to a lot of my success recruiting. Don't get me wrong. Like these people that I recruit, they're qualified. Like, but there's still certain areas that you got to sell and things of that nature. You know, when you got these, you know, rural, poverty-stricken areas, you know, no one wants to go there. It doesn't matter if you're making buku money or not. Shit, I still don't want to go there because my quality of life's gonna suck. But
you're talking about with the doctors and all that?
Yeah. So, you know, it definitely comes in handy. 100%.
How tough of a world is that recruiting doctors?
It's challenging because we used to sell the intangibles, so they're all after tangibles. So you got to figure out a way to find that intangible item. Like they don't know that what I'm doing or anything of that nature, but I'm looking for a different way for me to pull something through. And for me, it's all about culture. You know, that's something you can't replicate, duplicate, or emulate in things of that nature. So I stay real strong with the culture because I see a lot of hospitals that are toxic and stuff like that out in this area. So, you know, I talk about my experience. I talk about other doctors' experiences and stuff, you know, and things of that nature. So just go that route.
How about you, Bill? I mean, you're still out there doing it. What's that world been like for you?
I would say the same. I use it on a daily basis. I mean, that's right down to the closing. I mean, everything you do. I mean, I'm teaching it to new recruiters that I'm bringing in. I mean, that's the baseline of everything that we do. What's that?
Do you cold call at this stage, or is it more like
I would say
PDCs?
I would say 90% of our stuff is going to be warm call. You know, someone we've contacted in the past, or if I'm looking through a LinkedIn trying to find an engineer, that's going to be a cold statement because I've never talked to them. But at the same time, it's not really cold because they've got it out there that they're looking for a new opportunity. So I would say 90% of the stuff is lukewarm or warm.
Gotcha. You got the Glengarry leads. I get it.
Yeah, I got the Glengarry ones. I'm not getting the fucking steak knives.
You know, it's funny. We talk about this. A lot of the agents that I'm going to be dealing with last year, we had 76% that didn't have a sale. One sale.
What? In a year?
Yeah.
How's that possible that you
and that's commission based? That's only commission, right?
Yeah, it's only commission.
Wow.
So
they work for free.
Big niche. It's a big niche right now, but it's actually not the sales that I think is going to be the big draw. I think it's going to be, and I already have this laid out too. I have a separate course that's built on the enlisted recruiting process and how they work their plan, everything, and their goal setting, and then they have the accountability piece. Accountability piece I found is like the biggest thing that they need right now. They'll come into the office. We have like 97 agents, and I can count on one hand how many agents show up at one time, all the time, consistently. I'm one of them. So
I got a curiosity question. I got a curiosity question on this though. Hold on, Bill. I got a curiosity question. How many of these ones that you say 97% of them didn't close a sale last year have somebody else supporting their life?
Oh, there's a lot of part-timers. Out of the 3 million, I think there's close to 1 million that are part-timers. I get that piece. But what I find is people will come in, they're all motivated, and the broker who's like their staff in CIC, they kind of forget about them. They're like, hey, okay, welcome aboard. See you later. Hope you make something happen. And then they go off and do their thing, and they're not really paying attention to them. What's that?
I said, good luck and Godspeed.
Yeah.
What's the market like though, Dan? Is it a pretty hot market right now, or has it changed again?
Market's really good. It's starting to come back. I mean, the interest rates have come down, which means I'm seeing a lot more houses on the market. But if you're like a Clifton Park, Saratoga County, they're going fast. And I was talking to Sean about this the other day. Now they're starting to go to the outskirts of Saratoga County, and they're going the outskirts of Colony, and they're running out of room, so they have to go somewhere. And now they're getting the higher value in those outskirts. So with the interest rates coming down, more people are going to be coming out of the woodworks, and we have a huge baby boomer market that's going out of Florida. They're selling off their homes. So we're talking billions of dollars across the nation that are just ready to be handed over. And that's going to cause a huge surge in the real estate market for a few years. Then we have like 48 million buyers ready to go that make over 150,000 a year that are ready to buy. They're just waiting.
You see the values of property still rising down there?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Saratoga is the only county in New York that's still growing.
I know up here the value on my properties have been through the roof.
Like $75, $100 up there, right? You can get
yeah, just 75. Yeah.
You're in Canada, dude. Nobody cares about Canada.
Hey, listen, I care. Listen, I actually ended up buying a winery 2 houses down from my farm this last year.
Listen, and you're the hidden mogul of all of us. You know that, right? You are absolutely the hidden millionaire in this group, and none of us realize it. And I do.
You gotta always invest, brother. You gotta always invest.
I've picked up the phone.
Chappie's a secret coyote bringing motherfuckers down across the border.
He probably is.
Canada.
You know what's funny is they're out in front. Before Trump came in, they were out in front of my house like every night, walking down the main road.
I didn't realize that Canada was actually like a nice hotspot until I was on Facebook one day, and they're like, somebody was like, usually I get game pictures of deer on hunting cams. And all of a sudden, I get these pictures on hunting cams, and I'm like, "That's not a deer." It was like a troop of immigrants coming across the border. I'm like, "Okay, that's got to be Texas, right?" And they're like, "No, that's up near
Champlain,
the New York Canadian." Yeah, it was by your house, and I'm like,
"It's 3 miles down the road from me."
Yeah. Yes, I didn't realize that that's such a big ice hotspot there with immigration, and I'm like, "Okay, I guess that's Chap's backyard." Yeah.
They just built a new detention center up here. It's supposed to house 100 illegal immigrants. They got a helo pad out there, detention center. It's pretty freaking wild.
It ain't the alligator Everglades. It's like the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, did they have?
You'd be up in your tree stand, and what the hell is that walking in the woods? That ain't a deer.
Hey, did you ever invest in that wind power?
What's that?
Did you ever invest in that wind power?
No, I didn't get in on that. I'll tell you the one that I just got in. I just bought a bunch of stock in Beta Technologies. That just came out on the market. You see that?
Oh, Bennett did. I know Bennett.
No, Beta Technologies just came out over there in Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah,
that was it's like the Tesla but airplanes.
Yeah, they were a big deal over there.
So they just opened up on the market last week. I bought a bunch of stock in it.
Nice.
Yeah, I just sold all my Palantir. I just sold all that shit. I was like, all right, I got to run from this for a moment. It was up like $24 and then dropped $24 within like 48 hours. I was like, yeah, looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. I'll stick with things that I know. So I went back to my Apple stock. So
God bless you guys. I lost my life savings in crypto. I'll put my money under the mattress like a fucking old guy from the Depression. I'll never invest in
crypto.
Do you still got that machines down in your basement?
No, the mining rigs. No, I put them bitches away. When crypto crashed the first time, I put them.
You know, Haktua Girl was never going to make any money on that crypto, right? That Haktua Girl crypto was not a good investment.
If I was smart, I'd have just gotten Dogecoin. You know,
like all those different things.
I made some good money on that real quick.
Yeah, but we've been on an hour now.
Bill is our secret millionaire. Bill is the secret millionaire. Every time I turn around, I would call him and be like, "Hey man, can you jump on the phone with me?" He'd be like, "Hold on, I got to drive my tractor right now." Like, how's my man got a tractor? He's got like, yeah, man, I got to go ahead and move like 5 cows. I got to move the tractor around. I'm like, this dude's got a whole farm. That's why he's got all these kids. You know that, right? Because it's expensive for labor. But if you have all these kids of your own, you ain't got to pay them. You already fed them.
Kids, they're indentured servants.
Oh God. He's like, listen, call the adoption agency. We can bring them all in. He's doing like the World War II with the British when they were like, get the children out of the city and bring them to the farms.
Yeah. Who's the strongest one you got? I'll take you.
Damn.
I'm messing with you, brother. You know we love you.
I miss all you guys. And we're going to tell the lie that we always tell every year. Oh, we got to get together. We got to find some time to get together. We're going to do it. Listen, this is what we do every year, folks. We tell lies that we're going to get together. I'll see Dan. I'll send Mike a message that says, hey, there's an infestation of something that wants to sting me in my backyard. 3 days later, he'll go, dude, I completely forgot. Are they still there? And I'm like, I don't know. I ran from it. Terrell and Bill will post something. I'll need something from Bill. And I'll say, hey, man, you got a minute to talk? I'll call him. He'll send me a text. He'll, man, I'll call you back in a minute. And then I'll go ahead and get the answer because he'll never call me back. You know, and this is how we do it. But and to most of you, that might sound like a load of bullshit. And like, how could you maintain relationships with all these people? Because this is who we love and this is what we've done and this is who we know each other is. And at the same time as all these conversations are going on, if we ever truly actually needed each other for a real thing, we could pick up the phone and we could pick up the phone and still do those things. That's what trauma bonding does for people. That's all it is. It's just trauma bonding.
Hey, by the way, where is Scott? Where's Casey?
You know what?
He's on Pacific time. He forgot that we're on.
Well, I don't know where the Fraggle is. Hold on a sec. Let's call Fraggle Rock. Let's see where Fraggle. That dude looks like a straight Fraggle.
I thought you were gonna bring Neil on here for a guest resident.
Dude, I don't know that guy. Like, I didn't know him.
That would have been fucking interesting. I promise you, that would have been That would have been the most interesting goddamn podcast you ever fucking held.
I don't know that guy. I don't know Neil.
I think we should get him next year. Statute of limitations. We can say what we want.
Yeah. Just be prepared. Just be prepared to put some like some shit on the podcast, like for like mature ears only. Yeah. Yep.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm
going to go the fuck off.
When I was at the ball the other day, and hold on a second, I'm sending Casey a message here real quick. So when I was at the ball the other day, we were talking, and none of you guys are going to know who Jeff Kenny is. He was my old CO in Harrisburg. And listen, I wouldn't piss down a guy's throat if his stomach was on fire. Just have no love for him whatsoever. And I said to their current CEO, I was like, yeah, you know this guy? And out of the blue, their current CEO goes, yeah, he's an asshole. I was like, okay. So some things in life don't change.
Yes.
What was funnier to me though is they were like, when did you come on recruiting duty? I went, Major General Donovan? They were like, yeah, I know him. I was like, yeah, he was Major Donovan. They're like, what? I was like, yeah, he was my first recruiting CEO. He's now Major General Donovan. They're like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, that's how long ago I came on.
It's like Major General Osterman was Major Osterman when we first came out here,
I mean, have you guys ever thought about that? The guys you worked for and where are they now kind of situations?
Yeah. The cream rises to the top, man. The good ones rose to the surface.
I don't think about Neil any day of my life.
That motherfucker has haunted my
dreams. Unless I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
Like that movie.
Calling the Major?
Neil and Whitley.
I got to be honest with you. I don't think about it at all.
Yeah.
Good.
Like when I retired,
You're good like that.
You are good like that. You have the ability to just mentally cut those strings.
I really
and not look back. And I envy you for that, Dan. I know. You've always been amazing like that. Whereas I hold grudges. And like I can't tell you how many times I've driven for hours down to Long Island doing bees, just plotting how I would kill that motherfucker and bury his body. You know what I mean? To entertain myself. Like I shit you not.
Listen,
man.
folks, this is
maybe
just
it's an Italian thing.
This isn't real. This is just us talking. I don't need anyone calling to find me. I don't need anybody pulling my podcast and being like, hey, we heard it. That guy goes missing. Like, listen, this is all satire, please.
What do you mean Neil is missing?
That man was...
I don't even know
the man was fucking pure evil.
No, he was... Well, who was the guy that he was a lieutenant colonel up at district? He was the district XO when Whitley first came on, that threw the Skittles at the kid. You ever heard that story? I know Mike knows the story. You know the story about that? Throwing the Skittles at the kid?
If you said the name, I would know it.
There was he was the XO up at district, so he was a lieutenant colonel.
Was he the one that got fired because he got charged with DUI or whatever? He ran into
could have been. He was big as a house. He was like a big meathead, just like Whitley was. And Dan was telling me the story. He was like, yeah, he was throwing Skittles at this recruiter while he was on the phone. And you can tell
the rainbow, bitch.
No, it was close. He goes, you know why? And the Marine was getting frustrated and like looked back. He goes, do you know why? Look at this. Fraggle Rock, baby. Fraggle Rock.
Hey, there he is. Hey, what's up, man?
What the fuck is that? I haven't seen that face in decades.
Lucky
what's up, Casey?
You. Look, listen, that's Dr. Casey.
What's going on, guys?
Dr. Casey. But
get out of here.
Real quick, so he's throwing Skittles at this kid. Hold on.
I'm
throwing Skittles at this kid.
I don't have shit going on.
Well, this is where you belong. So he's throwing Skittles at him, and finally the Marine looks back and like he's getting mad. And whoever this lieutenant colonel was goes, you know why I'm throwing Skittles at you? He's like, no, sir, I don't. He goes, in jail they use Skittles as lipstick and use a bitch.
Oh, wow.
I was like, yeah. Whitley told me this story. I was like, oh, I think I'd have to fight him. I don't care how big he was. Like, we got to fight.
I was not there for this.
No, I think Neil's stories
were you there for that, Dan?
No. I would have remembered that.
Yeah, like
Neil would just come into your office and just fucking tear it up.
He rolled up the overkill and took Lampron's working file, tossed that bitch outside. And if you know Overkill, on that 88, there ain't nothing but fucking wind whipping through there.
Yep.
Lampron's chasing fucking cards.
No, the best was French's. French's right down the middle of the fucking mall.
Neil made life-size cutouts of recruiters and shot them with a gun and then stood them up for staff NCYC meetings in the office with bullet holes in them. That's what Neil did. Neil was a fucking low-life scumbag. Neil,
Casey,
I watched the Marine having a kid walk up to Neil and ask for paternity leave, and Neil said, you'll have more kids. You don't need paternity leave. That was his response. I'm like...
And now they get like 13, 14 weeks.
Are they
14
really?
weeks?
What?
No, really? They get 3 months. 3 months.
Wait, a male Marine?
Yes.
Are you shit?
Like these
holy
folks
shit.
are having kids just to get time off of work.
I want that time back.
I know
That's why
everybody.
Chappie's got fucking 10 kids.
I know they're also happy Guam's open. You get one of them little Guamanian wives and everything. They just
Little Guame.
they're so happy about that.
Chappie,
Good
3 months
Lord.
times 10 kids is 30 months. You'd have like 2.5 years off coming to you with those kids. If you time that shit better.
And you
Wow. You could have like a whole enlistment for just having kids.
That's a tour. That's literally an entire tour.
Another one, Devin. Another
They
one.
have a ribbon.
I'm gonna
It's
retire.
a ribbon with like a ribbon with a.
What does
a
that ribbon look
sperm.
like? I need to know what that ribbon looks
It's just
like.
a sperm with like.
It's an all white ribbon, which
It
is
looks
an
like a broken
outline on the
condom
far
with a little
edge.
drip. It's a broken condom with a little drip. That's all.
Gunny, what's that ribbon there for? It's just one. Don't worry about it, kid. You'll
Chappie
get one
sperm
too.
swims like Michael Phelps. Fucking like the Olympic little squigglers there.
Oh God, he's the only guy I've ever seen with sperm that actually has its own spear to just punch through. Like, I'm coming in. Here I come. So Casey, you missed most of this, and so what's been new for you there, brother?
Bro, I'm fucking furloughed right now. I ain't doing shit.
You have your doctorate and everything though now, don't
No,
you?
bro, I got my master's. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. I knew you were still better than most of us.
Just your masters.
Just my master's.
Dr. Casey sounds cool though.
It's
that.
actually in the works. To be honest,
I knew I wasn't wrong.
No,
Well, that is cool.
I'm going to start my doctorate of business administration probably next year. I'm bored.
That's awesome, man.
You're
I'm just
bored.
I'm
You're just bored. I'm gonna start my doctorate. I'm bored.
I'm excited to have a high school diploma.
We're excited.
I'm surprised you do. I'm surprised you have one. So I'm even more impressed.
Tier 2.
Oh,
Did you
man.
grow up in
have it.
Schenectady? Didn't you grow up in Schenectady or something like
I
that?
did.
Nice. That's what I'll say it again. Terrell knows, like those are few and far between in Schenectady.
Oh yeah.
I had to keep my fucking
That's the
GI
worst
Bill
thing
for
in
my
life.
kids. I couldn't be wasting that shit. It'd be a waste on me
Oh,
at
hell.
this point.
Well, how many? Listen, I probably
the
should not.
same.
How many of y'all are hundo? You any of you a hundo? Y'all got to get on that train.
100%, 100% disabled?
They're
Oh
frozen.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hell yeah, 100% disabled.
I thought you were frozen, dude. Like seriously.
I'm like 400%.
I'm
Sorry,
80.
Bill, what
I'm
are you
80.
waiting on?
We got to
I
work with
gotta
you on
go
that.
file
Bill.
more paperwork.
Dude, go get you a lawyer.
He's already
We'll work
owns a
with you on that.
winery. He
Hey,
sells
whoa,
that. He
whoa.
doesn't need it.
You don't need a lawyer. I help
He
my
ain't whining enough.
Hey, my son who did 5 years is already at 90. It's not that hard.
I wouldn't got
I don't even know where to go to do the next step.
online.
Hey, just get with me. Give me a holler, and I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, we could all walk you through it.
Yeah, dude. I can tell you how I
There's
did
some
it. They
tricks.
did it a different way. It sounds like that. I mean, if you need to get a hold of Casey, just remember he's down at Fraggle Rock.
Hey, Bill,
It's kind of like schooling a kid through maps.
I miss you,
You
bud.
school
I know
Tell
you.
my
you
girl,
school
tell my
somebody
girlfriend
through
I
the
said hello.
process.
Bill, put it
I'll
this
shoot
way:
you now.
if you love your property so much,
I miss
imagine
having you and Heather
how much
around.
you pay in
I
taxes.
hate the fact that you're in Texas. You should bring your ass back to New
Man.
York.
No
I ain't going
taxes.
anywhere near the Northeast.
Certain spots.
Wait.
That's where the adults live at, is in the Northeast.
No, why? I pay no
I'm
property
not-
tax.
Those two are smart to get the hell out of here.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what though? You say that though, and now you got 10 kids and have like 15 different businesses up there. What are you talking about?
My wife won't leave. I tried.
Listen.
She won't leave.
Well, listen, I respect that completely. My wife has told me very many times, like, hey, if you get to North Carolina, let me know how it is. I'll come visit. I'm like, well, shit. You know, that's why I got to call Dan to find more land and everything.
If I had my way, I'd be right outside Jacksonville down there. I loved it down there at Camp Lejeune.
Oh, I did too, man. Jacksonville, North Carolina? Absolutely.
Yep.
My stepmother's still down there. Oh, we lost.
Love it there.
We lost one. I did too, man.
We lost Molly.
Yeah, it's still good.
Internet drop.
But you know what? It's still good pricing down there. Everything.
See,
Like,
You paid his internet bill. All right, cool.
that's right, man.
I'm
He
back.
put a quarter in his phone so his internet would work. Excuse me 1 second, guys.
He still got dial-up modem.
Are you
I'm
still
on my
in North
iPhone.
Carolina?
That shit's got 11% left.
I did a podcast one time, and the guy was out in Montana. I'll never forget this. And every time I asked a question, I was like, so And a guy wrote a book on near-death experiences, had never had one and never spoke to anyone about one. And I'm like, so did you ever have a near-death experience? And he was like, no. And I asked, any question I asked was always like, yes. And finally I said, are you on a 56K modem? And he goes, no. I was like, son of a bitch. Before that show was over with, we were talking about, was Jesus a lizard person and
Oh
our
my
aliens
goodness.
oh dude, we were like, I was like, wow.
Did you hear like the AOL dial-up sound when he came
Yeah, like
on
every
the
time,
show?
like as soon as he came on, he was like,
That's funny shit.
it was wild. Absolutely wild. And I knew this one was going to run over, and I expected that. So, Mike, is the bottle empty? Let's ask that question. Important people want to know about this. Is the bottle empty?
I'll show you what's left. I did a good job. You guys would be proud.
We are proud of you. It's important to know that your bottle's
I'm representing.
Hey, listen, your liver and you are representing well, and we appreciate that. What are you sipping on there, Terrell, before we end this thing?
Buchanan's.
What is that?
Let me see.
I was expecting Crevassier.
You got a little Hennessy. Yeah. Go ahead and say something else a little more. Can we? Look, Bill had a can of Coors Light. I expected nothing higher class than that, other than PBR.
Bush.
Casey, what are you working with?
I don't drink no more.
Water.
I don't drink
Water
no less. So that's me.
He's a doctor. He's a doctor. They don't drink.
Hey,
Dr. Casey.
You all have a heart surgery. And tell me how much you drink.
Did you have heart surgery?
Yes,
Did they find one?
Same way they did your brain surgery.
Listen, brother. Listen. There's nothing but air and opportunity between these ears, and air went the air. So I understand completely.
Hey, Mike, how's the bee business?
Fucking
Buzzing.
Good, man. It's the
buzzing.
only thing keep me afloat. Yeah. I mean, it's done now, but it's every year. It's like deadliest catch. We work 42 days this last year, and we pulled in. It was like 135K for 42 days work, which is decent and actually that's about half what we made in our best year. But it's lucrative, let's put it that way. And then I get to relax on retirement and disability for the rest of the year. So
there you go.
It's a nice job.
That's perfect.
Good for you.
It's just lots of driving.
This is my brain on business. What's the margin on something like that, Mike? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So when you think about it, the overhead is really most of it is gas getting down there. So it's like an island hopping campaign where we'll book jobs from Albany all the way down to Long Island, and we'll book 6 or 7 jobs. And then we'll book a Monday, Tuesday. We'll book a hotel. The hotel's say $160. And then gas is $75 down, $75 back plus tolls. But each job, if we're making, let's say we're averaging $4,000 every 2 days worth of work.
Oh, damn.
So really,
I mean, it's a lot of. We may be driving 10 hours a day, and then actually working 3 or 4 hours a day of actual bee work. So like, I mean, you're kind of spent by the time you get home just because you've been fucking on the road the entire time and staying in hotels. But it's very lucrative. There's not a whole lot of overhead other than the gas and hotel and whatever little, whatever we're using to actually treat the bees. But we've got all of our equipment. Everything is at this stage. Everything is pretty much purchased. So, I mean, it's a good gig. It really is.
Wow.
All I can picture is you having stacks of cash under your bed, like Walter White.
He doesn't trust banks.
Bro, I'm fiscally irresponsible.
So are you still selling honey?
I still live paycheck to paycheck. No, I give honey. Honestly, if you're in the fucking area, I will give you honey. Like, I give honey away. It was just too much. The margin on honey is bad. Okay. Like, it's a ton of work to process honey, to buy the jars, to get everything set up, and then sell it for $12 a jar when I've got $4 into it and I'm making $8 profit. And it was just a ton of work to get to that point.
Hold on.
And at the
Do you
end
know
of
how
the
margins
day,
work? Do you know how margins work? If my in is $4 and my profit is $8, That's a pretty good profit
Yeah,
margin.
but what he's talking
much
about
time,
is
though?
to
How
get
much
to that
time goes
dollar
into
amount is the number of items, the number of sales he needs is not worth the effort. You're talking
Yeah,
you get the sale.
but when I can do one job, one bee removal, and make $1,500 on a bee removal in
Is
30
that really what
minutes
you're making? Hold on, don't tell me that
on
because I'm
honeybees,
over here
on something.
I'm over here offering you good bottles of whiskey and shit
I
like
can do a
that.
honey. That's all I
That
want.
explains why you didn't show up. Like Murph, I
I
love you, man, and I know you offered me a good bottle.
No, I would totally fucking show up for you, man. I was just a dumb dick. But no, so our lowest, so like a yellow jacket job, you're looking at $500. Honeybees, $1,000
Real
minimum.
for
If
honeybees?
it's a
Why so?
commercial job, I mean, that could be 25, 30. Like Manhattan, they'll call us. We had a bank call. They had a swarm in Manhattan. They're like, we want you to come right now. And I'm like, it's like I don't know, a Thursday afternoon, and you want me to drive to Manhattan right now, $3,500. I'll be there in 3 hours. They're like, yes. And we said, even if the bees aren't there, as soon as we leave, you're going to pay. And they're like, fine. It was like Citibank in Manhattan, but for liability, they had to do it. So we drove down there. The swarm there was like 12 bees on a glass window when we got to Manhattan. I sprayed with a little peppermint oil, got rid of the 12 bees. We took a picture and we're like, they're gone. That was like a $3,500 payday. Like, we
What
fucking
are we
told you,
doing
you
here?
know what I mean? Like, that's just how it works. Down there, I mean, you think about the money that's down in the city, they're willing to pay big bucks. Now, the only problem is it's not consistent work. If I had enough to fill 42 days this year. You know what I mean? And then the rest is off. So it's literally like deadliest catch. You just kill yourself for a short period of time and then that's
Is that
it.
because
The
it's word of
season's over.
mouth? Is that because it's all word of mouth, or
So at this point, we've had about 7,000 clients over 15 years. So probably 40% of our business is repeat, and then the rest is new customers coming in organically off of our website. Um, but it's a, what do they call it? Inelastic demand. Like if people are afraid of bees, it doesn't matter if the economy's bad. If they've got a yellow jacket hive in front of their front door, they're going to call somebody in to take care of it because they're especially down south. Now rednecks up here are different. Upstate, they'll throw gas on that motherfucker and throw a match in. You know what I mean? Yeah, people
I've
upstate
definitely
take
done
care of
that and
that.
then called. I've definitely done that and called Mike like, "Hey, I set the whole hole on fire. You want to come look at this?" And
Yeah,
he's like, Murph, I look. There's like two bees. They're completely traumatized.
yeah.
What do you want me to do with this shit? I'm like, sorry, man. I didn't know what else to do. I
Down
set that
there,
whole.
though, I mean, those guys are paying 80 grand a year in tax. Like somebody's like, oh yeah, we pay 80 grand a year in taxes. I'm like, that's what I pay in my house. Or like, you pay that upstate? I'm like, no, no, no. That's what I paid for my
For my house.
house. 80 grand was like the sale price of my house, not their taxes. So like when you're in those types of neighborhoods, they don't mow their fucking lawn. They don't do their own
Yeah.
bees. They hire people they outsource everything because there's so much money down there. So most of our business is Nassau, Suffolk, and Westchester. And if you're willing to travel down to those counties where the money is, there's a huge opportunity for a niche market like that. You know what I mean? It's just, and not to say
Dude,
we
that
don't do
whole
business up
area.
here too, but
That
yeah, there's
whole area.
money
I
down
have a
there.
friend of mine who owns budget blinds of Poughkeepsie and Kingston,
Hmm.
and she has Rhinecliff. Nobody, dude, nobody goes when they come up out of the city and they go to these locations. Guys like what we do that are willing to still get up and do it because they're on vacation. They're not willing to. They're like, hey, I'm on vacation. You guys go and do these things for me, and I get it and I respect it. I don't cut. I couldn't tell you the last time I cut my grass. And you were talking about how Reed told you about, hey, you're working for half pay after 20 years. I had because Ken and I are still very close. Ken's husband was the one that said to me, like, how much does it cost you? How much time does it take you to cut your grass? I'm like, I don't know. It's like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. And then I got to get one of the boys to weed whack and everything. He goes, what do you get paid an hour? And I sat down and I figured out what my hourly wage was. He goes, does it make sense for you to cut your grass or to pay somebody else to cut it? And then you get that time back to go spend with your family or do stuff or even go earn income. I was like, son,
He
bitch,
was
I hate
using
you.
PSS.
No, I was like, I
Yeah,
hate you. I
right.
hate you completely because he was absolutely right that it made more sense that for me to have somebody else do it than me do it.
Yeah. Let me fry your brain right now. I got a Landroid robotic mower. My dad wanted to get. Remember when we got the electric mowers? Chappie, I got you
Yep.
the electric mower. We found
Yep.
the great
I
deals
use it.
down.
Yeah, it's perfect in between the vines on this property.
Fuck yeah! So I'm like, oh yeah, electric mower. Like, my dad wanted an electric mower, and he was going to spend like $3,000 on one. I said, I tell you what. I said they've got these new electric robotic mowers. So like the Roombas that vacuum your house, but they're robotic lawn mowers.
My neighbor
I'm
has
like,
one
it's
of
new
those.
technology. It was like $1,000, and I talked my dad into getting one, and it was kind of new, made by Landroid. He uses normal tool battery. He got this thing, and for years it worked flawlessly. He had a beautiful lawn. So finally, after getting you your mower, I was going to get my own one. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a fucking Landroid. I got a Landroid. I haven't mowed my lawn in 3 years. It looks brand new every day. Now my neighbor, my elderly neighbor, wanted one. I got her. It was like $400, brand new off eBay.
What is it?
I set it up for her. That our lawns look like golf courses. Every day of the year, I don't fucking do a damn thing. That lawn,
You live
I
up
won't
in
tell
the
you what
middle
I
of the
nicknamed
nowhere.
it.
You live up in the little land that God forgot.
Yeah, but I have 3 city lots. I actually have a big yard and lots of grass.
Do you
And then my
really?
neighbor's like 85 years old. I used to mow hers too. So I have a New Holland tractor with a 60-inch finish mower, and it used to take me an hour of mowing and a lot of diesel every week. I was putting through diesel, the wear and tear on my tractor, and the time. So finally, I put those things in, and I'll send you pictures of what my lawn looks like. We put a little sombrero on the mower and googly eyes. Fucking. Because it's me. Because it's me. You guys know it's me. All right.
Yeah,
Just make
I understand
allowances for me.
completely.
And that
Listen, when I
fucking mower.
introduce you to people, I actually have like an entire
This is a
listen, I'm
disclaimer.
going to introduce you to Mike.
Sign off on this. Yes.
I need you to understand that the first time I met him, the first words out of his mouth were, "I'm going to beat you like a Hebrew slave." And I went, "Oh my God, my career's over with right now. This is done." Holy
yes.
shit, he said that. And the CO looked at me and goes, "It's okay. You're fine."
We did an apps training. I remember telling the NCOICs, they were talking about McChris, and I'm like, well, McChris is usually wrong like two boys fucking. And it's like you were like, oh, and I'm like, oh, I forgot you guys are Gen Z. I am sorry. Like,
yeah, like these are things
generation.
that we dealt with. We probably shouldn't be online right now. We probably should really.
I'm sorry. It's an hour and 30 minutes, and I'm a bottle of whiskey in. So for Sean's fans and patrons, do not hold him accountable for the things I say.
No bueno, señor, nasty. Nasty, senor.
He does not agree with the things that come out of my mouth.
Nothing that comes out of Mike's mouth has been approved by this show, and it's
exactly
not the opinions of this show. And good God, please don't. Oh my God! Listen,
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive him.
Dear Lord, forgive me what Mike's about to say.
We all I got on just at the right time.
I just killed your podcast.
And Chesty Puller, we appraise. Oh God, I miss all you assholes.
Miss you too, man.
And utterly. There's nothing quite like it. And again, as we said before Casey jumped on, I know the chances are I'll see Dan, I'll call Mike, I'll send Bill a message that'll never answer. I'll check Terrell's stuff, and I'll like Casey's pictures.
I'll just see you at the airport sometimes.
Yeah. We did run in. That's right. We did run into each other at the airport. I completely forgot that shit. Where was I going?
That's crazy.
You
were going to Willie's retirement.
I was going to Whitley's retirement. That's right. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And I was going to San Diego because I was going for a work conference.
I completely forgot about that we were headed out there.
Yeah. Hey,
did I tell you what the little guy did to me out there? We get out. So listen, don't ever let your kids pick your rental car, or maybe you should. We get done and we're getting over to Enterprise. I think it was Enterprise. And they had this sign that said exotics. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. I was like, look at those, Lucas. Those are cool. And he's like, oh, those are neat. I was like, and I looked at the girl. I was like, how much extra on my bill for an exotic car? And she goes, oh, it's only $50 for the week. I'm like, really? I can't beat that. I was like, and they had a Porsche Boxster. And I was like, Lucas, look at that one. He's like, no, I like that one. I was like, but you don't like that one? He's like, nope. He keeps pointing at this SUV. We drove for a week a Maserati SUV.
Damn.
I was like, all right, I guess, kid. Dude, this thing ran like a scalded dog. I mean, I had to get out on this, and I've never been stationed. I don't know if any of you guys were stationed at San Diego. I know Terrell wasn't. He never was stationed outside of Albany.
I was. I was stationed at
Stop. Just because you went there just because you went to recruiter school, it doesn't count the same.
I stayed in Stuart Mesa.
To what?
Stuart Mesa.
I don't even know what that is.
See, that's how
you don't never heard of her.
I was never on the West Coast. Like they would send me to. I was the asshole that got sent to West Coast in May and June, and like had the May grays and the June gloom, and everybody else was like, "I love it out here." I'm like, "This place sucks. This place is horrible." And they're like, "What are you talking about? Like it sucks. Look at the weather." They're like, yeah, "No, it's never like this." I'm like, "Well, it is when I'm here." But so, gents, I'm going to keep you here in a moment so that Mike doesn't get us all canceled. And we all have plastic lawsuits here in a moment. We all lose our jobs, and we all got to try to explain to people like, no,
I'm
no,
a liability. I am sorry, guys.
But you know what? You're the best liability that we all know, and we all accept. That's the whole thing. Like, let's be honest. Like, I know we all work with some other service members somewhere at some point in our careers, where everybody else kind of you're the calm one, and everybody else goes, "Did you hear what he said?" And you're like, "It's okay. That's not what he meant. Let me translate this for you. Can I translate this for you? It's okay." And Mike's just the guy we have to translate for.
Yes.
You know, it's meant with love. He's just trying to help you out. He spent too much time by himself with books. You know. So before we log off of this, and I want to keep you guys here for just a moment afterwards, I want to give you all the chance to give a final word for tonight. So going how I have it lined up, and I'm not sure how it lines up on your guys' stream. So I'll start with Dan. Dan, you got a final word for tonight?
I do. Sean, appreciate you putting this on. It's a real pleasure to get together with all of you guys. I just want to say happy birthday, and I look forward to next year.
Happy birthday. Terrell?
Yeah. I'm gonna echo what Dan said. Happy birthday. This
Just have a drink when you say it.
Cheers. This honestly, this comes full circle a lot. You know, it's great to get back with you guys every single time because, like Mike has said earlier, you know, sometimes you feel forgotten and everything like that. And the one thing I was telling myself earlier, because my boss wanted me to get on and, you know, talk to everybody in regards to, hey, what's driving my success and things of that nature. And that's nothing more than what we had learned a long time ago, back when we were young bucks and everything of that nature. But getting back with you all, and like, man, I'm telling you, it resets me. Like, oh shit, I was a Marine. I forgot about that shit. You know, because I don't see it, I don't feel it every day. You know, but I love you guys.
You're such a liar looking behind you, Bill.
Thanks, Sergeant Major.
No, wait, hold on. I can't let that comment go. This right here, yes, it reminds me that I was in, but that true feeling that I was in, it's almost like there's like an empty pit in my heart sometimes. You know,
Brother,
like
I get that.
And it's like, damn, all that for nothing. Equating to what Mike has said, you know, and, you know, getting back with you guys, now I know, hey, it was.
You're remembered because we remember you.
Yep.
Yes, you're not forgotten. Yep.
God, you son of a bitch. I hate you right now. So you're absolutely right. That is part of our worlds. And I mean, out of this whole crew right here, Casey and I are the only ones that came from outside of Albany into Albany. So we had to kind of build our legend within there, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm going to tell everybody a quick story before we get to Bill. Terrell and I have stood nose to nose ready to fuck each other up like we owed each other money.
Have you seen his calves?
Hold on. Dan and I have been on the phone. Dan and I have been on the phone. Bring your ass up here so I can fuck you up. And I'll tell you right now, if either one of them called me and said, Murph, I need something, I got you. It's not those were moments within a conversation and then moved on from.
Yep.
It meant it was important at that 2 seconds, but once it was over with, it meant nothing after that. And most of us live within worlds, within societies that those conversations mean you could never talk to that person again. They are out of your life completely. They mean nothing to you anymore. How dare they ever speak to you that way? for every single one of the people on this call, we have probably at one point in time called each other everything from but a child of God. And we could still pick up the phone the next day and go, hey, man, I need something. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I know if you're sitting here with me, I think you still feel the same way. And I remember those conversations.
I also knew nobody was fucking me up.
Brother, you might have felt that way at that moment. You might have felt that way, but good Lord, I was willing to run you over with a car.
Nah, you would have needed a car.
Brother, I was willing to run you over with a car at that moment. I don't even. Gotcha. But here's the worst of it. You know what the worst of it, Dan, is? I don't even remember what it was about. I can tell you what Terrell was. He looked at me and went,
we were all crazy. It was crazy times.
I can tell you what Terrell's was. I needed him to give me some damn paperwork. And I was like, hey, look, staff, so I need paperwork. And he said, well, look, Gunnery Sergeant. I was like, oh, game on, bitch. Game on, bitch. I'll never forget that.
You didn't tell the part where you harassed me like 4 other occasions.
Bro, I was asking for the paperwork. I'm sitting there like,
again,
I need to do this.
You could have signed a lot more enlistment paperwork.
Oh God, I'm like, I just need to do this. It was just be done with it. And he was like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'm like, bro, let's be done. Should I mute you? Should I mute you, Dan? I don't want your kids to.
We're good, man. He can't hear me.
Oh, you got your earbuds in. Fair enough. I do the same thing to my own kids. Bill, what you got for tonight?
Hey, I appreciate this every year. Happy birthday to all of you. I know I'm the hardest one to get a hold of, and I don't respond very quickly. But you all know that if you need me, I'll be there for you. And I live a crazy life and many things that I do every single day. And we've picked on it a couple of times here. 10 kids. I'm in a lot of places all the time. So I just appreciate that. Whenever I need you guys always pick up the phone for me. So I look forward to this every single year. I will always get on this as long as I'm on this earth. So I appreciate all y'all. I love y'all. And I'm here if y'all ever really need me.
Mike, it's up to you, man. What's next?
Well, I think I would disappoint you if I didn't leave on a politically incorrect and inflammatory note.
Oh, God. I got a show to do. I've been doing this 5.5 years. Let's not screw this up.
I am. So the disclaimer is that Sean had no idea the things I was going to say. And I want to talk about equality for a second, because people say that we're all equal, but we're not. Like if you take Terrell and me and you bring us up on stage and have us pull out our junk.
Oh, my God.
We're both still smarter than Sean.
I don't know what that is. I can't.
I'm just fucking with you guys. I love y'all. Happy birthday, Marines.
Oh my God, Casey, you were
right, man.
Last man to the dance, brother.
I had him scared.
Oh, you absolutely did.
So I am so sorry I did not get on earlier today. I've had a lot going on, obviously, with the shutdown. So not working actually, I am essential now. So I'm working for free. It's always fun. But I refuse.
Where's my girlfriend at? Listen, nobody wants to talk to you. Where's my girlfriend?
The wife's inside. She's like, I told her, she's like, why are you on your phone? I was like, oh shit, Sean's hitting me up. I gotta go. She's like, tell that bastard I said hi.
I love her.
And I don't want to leave on a down note, but this kind of ties into some of the things y'all were saying. So a couple months ago, I had a buddy of mine that I was out in Salt Lake City with. He took his own life, and it was unexpected. This guy was just a great guy. Just a great guy. I will say, actually, Molly, I'll say he reminded me a lot of you. He was just out there, would say some outlandish shit, but just a fun guy to be around. And out of nowhere, I get a message saying that happened, and I was just lost. Hey, I just want to remind people, hey, it's the birthday, and let's celebrate. And tomorrow's Veterans Day, and let's continue celebrating. But please know that if anybody ever needs to talk, please reach out. And I will do the same, because you don't make many friends in life like what you guys are. And whether we talk every day or we talk once a year, it don't matter.
And nobody understands you guys like we understand you.
Exactly. So I just want to say to my friend Josh Wheeler, who's no longer with us, and to all the Marines that have been a part of that unfortunate 22 number, happy birthday. So I don't want to leave it on.
Happy birthday.
Alrighty, Marines.
Happy birthday, guys.
Your This has been a Second Front podcast presentation found on Apple, Spotify, and wherever podcasts can be found.